Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, just still trying to catch up with all the stuff, and so we just have extra stages for tap battles to do here. Hall of Forms is going on right now, I guess. Have not been getting great RNG at all. Most of my units either just have their... I think all of them have like one or maybe two skills. Kinda meh overall, but I mean it's Hall of Forms, so you can get through maps even though you don't have that much to work with. It's mostly stats at this point, but trying to get them decent builds before the end. Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen though. My RNG is garbage. I'm just getting like the janky tomes that don't make any sense, or just like defiant I don't know what I was doing there, or like defiant skills or ruse or link skills when I don't have a rally or movement assist. So yeah, it's not great. Definitely I gotten some okay seals, but meh, at the end of the day it's Hall of Forms and just another casual game mode. Haven't quite completed all the chambers yet, but that's just because I'm kind of taking my time and chilling. But yeah, ever since I learned the pseudo leveling, the power leveling strat, it's definitely been helpful for getting extra levels. Because if you didn't know, in Hall of Forms, the EXP gain is boosted. So you can actually level up multiple times with your units, even all of your units, if it's so the map you get permits it. Because you can just take like neutral engagements where you don't kill the enemy but the enemy doesn't kill you, and you can get quite a bit of XP from it, especially if the enemy units are higher level than you. So if you just keep doing that, especially on like ranged units, you can definitely rack up some levels for sure. So that's how you can get more than just one level per enemy defeated kind of deal. That's what I've been doing, and it's pretty... I do my daily damage calcs in Hall of Forms, so I can do that kind of stuff pretty decently. But of course, Hall of Forms being kind of like a rogue-like game mode, sometimes, oh my gosh, that was just terrible. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, and you know, all your units can one round KO this enemy unit or whatever. So at the end of the day, it's still a roguelike-ish game mode, so results may vary. I'm sure people at this point have really decked out units, but the rotation for this Hall of Form is kind of weird. Drug's been alright, just kind of being a melee tank to a degree. I think I even got him Dacian Plus, so he has chill attack support, and it was res refined too, so that helps out his mad res, I guess. But at the end of the day, not great RNG. Grumarth actually has not been doing too much for me either. I got chill speed on him. That's pretty much it. He still has his silver axe and like nothing else, which is 10 out of 10. Oh wait, there's a boss. Oh boy. I do not remember if Lynn does any janky shenanigans. Well, we're about to find out. And actually, it's been... I think Bride Shido has been carrying mostly for me. Merrick maybe had a chance of carrying if he got his stuff earlier. Like, I finally just got Excalibur today on him. Before then, I was just getting stuff I didn't really want, like... Oh my gosh, that was terrible. I missed the tap on Lynn's row, but then I saved it, but then that was just not gonna work out. Yeah, I just got Excalibur on Merrick. Wasn't able to get Dark Excalibur or anything. There was like the I forget what it's called, hibiscus tome. I was like, no, we're not doing that. I also got, I just got a bunch of stuff I didn't want. I didn't even get like Gronel or anything. I think I got like Madness Flask, and I was like, it's okay, but we're not gonna take that. Mostly just taking merges. Oh my gosh. This is starting to feel like the 96 to 100 clear. I'm just making silly mistakes. I guess that's what happens when you go on a recording frenzy, when you haven't recorded in a long time. You're just rusty as heck. But, yeah, that's Hall of Forms. I think I already talked about Roker Sieges in the other tap battles video, so I don't feel like talking about that again. I guess I could talk about what strategy I'm using. So my main strategy right now is, since I randomly got a plus, I don't know what happened there, what the heck. I randomly free summoned a plus speed Silk from, I don't even know what banner. She wasn't even on the banner, it was just the most random pity breaker ever. And so, you know, she has Melancholy Plus, which is pretty nice in Roker Sieges. So I use her with my Brave Lance plus Effie, and I either use a Breaker skill on Effie so she can quad with Brave Lance plus and proc Gale Force, or I just give her enough speed to, with like Legendary Alm pair up, gives her +3 speed, and stuff like Attack Speed Bond and like a Drive Speed or whatever. Can definitely make it possible for Effie to quad some of the Rokers naturally, which is, oh my gosh, is that the same one armor unit I screwed up on earlier? Probably, knowing me. So basically my strategy has just been quadding units to death a lot of times. So I'll attack like 12 times in a turn with Effie, and overall the strategy is alright. The main problem is just, depending on the Roker, just making sure they don't move around to where Effie can't reach them, while still like proccing skills like Attack Speed Bond. So for like these ranged units, I usually bring in a melee dancer that doesn't have distant counter, so they just keep targeting them, and then I can just have my one unit go around the map murdering reinforcements while I just sit in place doing whatever, murdering the Roker. So that's my strat right now. There's nothing that really compares to it right now in my barracks, unfortunately. It's my old strategy before I got what's her name, Silk, was just Adult Tiki and Nino mostly with guard, or like Sheeta if the enemy was like a cav unit or armored unit. She also has guard for me, but they're all guard too, so I typically use air for the sparkling boost healing. Generally speaking, it's alright, but there's definitely more consistent methods for good healing, or for better healing overall, like Breath of Life, for example. When you keep your units adjacent together, it's pretty solid. But yeah, guard 2 makes it really hard to stay in guard range, especially when the Roker is always guaranteed to do 1 damage, and I want to be using specials like Astra over, say, like Sol or Noontime. So, you know, back in the day I had problems with that, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're just kind of derping around in Roker Sieges.
I'll keep my family safe.
What else is there to talk about? There's not really much. There's Mjolnir Strike, I guess. The meme game mode. I don't know, people like super hyped up Mjolnir Strike, and I had no idea why. And now I still don't have any idea why. It's just a super repetitive game mode that's just another arena shenanigans, but now Mythic Heroes score pretty darn well kind of deal. And well, for me right now, I know I'm not going to be able to stay in the highest tier for long because I only have dark and light Mythic Heroes. So during the Anima and Astra, I'm trying to focus. This is crazy. Alright, there we go. During the Anima and Astra major minor seasons, I don't score particularly well. I can actually just show it because we just finished here, and well, not much to show here. Just all the stages S ranked, so another tap battle's come and gone. But yeah, Mjolnir Strike, super meh right now. But yeah, I probably can't make tier 13. I don't think I can make top 20% because this upcoming season is Anima Major, Astra Minor season. So I just get no scoring boosts. So basically all my layouts are the same. It's just the defense team. So if you take a look at my Astra team, which is basically my Anima team, it doesn't matter if it's this Astra Major or Anima Major. It's 752, which is complete garbage. It sounds good, but in reality, it's not that great. If I get Legendary 0 to like +10, definitely will help out. But during Dark Major seasons, we score a little better. We get 754, which is okay because we have Sothis with a sub-optimized kit, and she's not merged, so she's not scoring in the 175 plus BST bin, so that's hurting us. And of course we're not optimizing SP too much, like we should put a 300 SP and A if we were trying, but we're not, so haha. And then we have Light Season where we're just stacked because I have my accidental +10 air. And this is like super suboptimal. Like I could give her a dual rally, ether and whatnot, and she'd be scoring like a madman. But we also have Peony, who I just gave ether for the season. Well, I guess for today because arena ended today, and I just wanted to increase my score range to avoid brain damage sniping. So gave her ether. Probably gonna regret it later because I only have like 3 or 4 Chroms left for ether. Not great because I also want to build Chrom at some point, but he doesn't really show up for me. So on top of already having a lack of ether fodder in the pool, he just doesn't show up. So this team scores 760, which is okay. It's pretty solid because I have +10 air. You know, if I gave her like, if you know, Sea Dual Flying actually existed, and for some reason I actually gave it to her, she'd be scoring like a madman, +20 air. So a 170 BST unit with 20 merges. Super score carry right there. And PNA's basically a maxed out 170 BST unit here during the light major season. So that's where Legion's battles, Mjolnir Strike is going. I've never had to use any of these structures so far. The stats of the enemy units have been pretty trivial to where Sheeta can still one-run KO them even though she only has 55 attack and brazen range. So of course she has effective damage against a lot of them, which is why I'm using her up there, but I mean, not much to say there. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!